Okay, so there's a name that is shared with a nationally syndicated radio show, a Bible character, and has had many songs sung about it. But before I tell you the name, I'm going to tell you some things about myself, and I'm going to focus on 3 parts of my life. Those 3 parts are being a wife and a mother, being a teacher, and being a missionary to Ecuador. So the first part is the most important to me, and that's going to be being a mother and a wife. And it all started about 13 years ago when my dad got a cell phone and I programmed the phone number into my phone. And I had to make arrangements to change my car with my dad. So I picked up the phone and I called him and I used a nickname, which was Daddy-O. And I heard, no. And so we realized we had the wrong number, but right before we hung up, he said, "Oh, that's too bad because you sounded cute." And so I called him back, and one thing led to another, and I ended up marrying him. And then, for 11 years, we've been married. We have 4 children. 3 of them are girls, and 1 of them is a boy. So that played directly into being a mother and being a teacher, because you're always in a state of teaching. And no matter what I do in my life, it always seems to bring me back to teaching. And that started when I was 16 years old, when I was teaching swimming lessons and horseback riding lessons. And then it moved on to after-school programs, program coordinator, and now I'm currently teaching preschool. I've taught things about the Bible in Vacation Bible School. I've taught Sunday school. I taught English to adults and children, and now I'm teaching in preschool 4 and 5-year-olds, getting them ready for kindergarten, and that leads me to pursue a degree in early childhood education. And being a wife and a mother and being a teacher played very important roles in the time that I spent in Ecuador, 7 years in Ecuador, being a missionary. Ecuador is a small country about the size of Texas, located on the northwest corner of South America, bordered by Peru, Colombia, and the Atlantic Ocean. 40% of Ecuador is a rainforest. That means it rains every day for 11 months of the year. And in the small community where we spent 3.5 years, it rained every day, and that was our drinking water. We boiled it and we drank because there was no running water. And I washed my clothes in the river alongside of native Ecuadorians. I also ate monkey, ants, and we had great experiences there. But we moved out of there after 3.5 years into a city, a small one, where we commuted into these communities to preach the gospel. In all of our 7 years in Ecuador, 2 of our children were born there. We opened 1 soup kitchen. We opened 1 restaurant. We opened 2 schools, and we opened 3 churches. And about 6 months ago, we decided that it was time to come on back to the United States, and where we now are continuing the Spanish preaching of the gospel over the airways of the internet and here in Hendersonville, Tennessee. So those are the 3 parts of my life that I consider to be the most important parts of it that I wanted to share with you all as a way to get to know me. And my name is Delilah, that shares that name with the national syndicated radio show, the Bible character, Samson and Delilah, and has had a lot of songs sung using that specific name. So if you could just turn and wave to the camera.